Brittany Griner's release from a Russian prison is putting the spotlight on other Americans still being held overseas. 3 Americans are currently imprisoned in Iran. Samak Namazi, seen here with his father, was arrested in 2015 and charged with espionage. Imad Shargi was arrested in 2018 and 2 years later told that he had been convicted of espionage without even having a trial. He was sentenced to 10 years in jail. And Murad Tabaz, a renowned conservationist who was trying to protect an endangered species of cheetah from extinction, has been detained in Iran since January 2018. Joining me now are Imad Shargi's daughters, Hannah and Ariana, and Tara Tabaz, Murad Tabaz's daughter. Thank you all so much for being with me.
Thank you for having us.
So, Tara, let me ask you first. I mean, you all 3 grew up here in the U.S., all went to school, here in D.C. or in, outside New York. Tara, your father has been jailed, and your mother also, your mother Vida, has been there under, is it house arrest or they took a passport? Travel ban. So they took a passport away.
Yes.
So you're without both of your parents.
Yes.
Since 2018?
Since 2018. The last time I saw them was November of 2017.
How awful is that? Tell us about the experience of having your parents there and not knowing how to get them home.
It's obviously been a nightmare that you couldn't imagine, and I think, every opportunity we get to hear their voices, you savor it because you don't know what can come, and we're taking it day by day to try to get them home and do everything that we can on this side to bring them back to us.
And have you had help from the State Department?
Yes, but, they're still not home. I'm still here without both my parents. So until they're home, I am trying to do everything we can. And we have been asking to meet with the president. Ultimately, he has authority to make the necessary decision to bring them home. So we hope that he will prioritize seeing us and do what he can and use all the tools on the table to bring them home.
And Hannah and Ariana, your father has been there since 2018. Talk to me about that experience.
Yeah, it's been terrible being without our father, not knowing when he's going to be home. I was a sophomore in college when he was taken, and we just never imagined that this would be our lives. So every day is really just a new struggle of just how do we bring him home? What's the next thing we could do? Who's the next person we could talk to? But it's been incredibly difficult for all of us.
Yeah, he has gone through a very bad bout of COVID. There was the fire and the riots at Evin prison where we thought he was dead. We didn't get to speak to him for 2 days. The riots were near him. In the building adjoining him, and he inhaled a bunch of tear gas. And yeah, we're so scared that every day the chance is just going to get less and less for him to be able to come home.
Had he gone to visit family?
Yes. So after my sister and I both graduated college, high school, it's been a while, my mom and my dad wanted to go back and visit some family and kind of be tourists in Iran because, they both grew up here in the States and we were both born here. And yeah, that's what happened.
And when you see all the attention that Americans have understandably focused on Brittany Griner and now Paul Whelan.
Yeah.
Your fathers are not getting that kind of attention.
No, first and foremost, we're just so happy that Brittany is finally home. She should have never been detained in the first place in Russia, and we are so happy that President Biden did everything necessary to bring her back. Our hearts break for Paul Whelan and his family, but we hope that he follows in suit as well in his home. And we just hope that the American people stand behind President Biden and continue to give him the courage to make these really tough decisions. But she's an American and she should be home. And we just hope that Morad, Siamak, and my dad, Ahmad, are also a priority and that they also will be home very soon.
Tara, you talked about making the decisions, and so did Hannah. What are the tough decisions the president has to make? Does he have to agree to Iran's demands to unfreeze some of those frozen assets, which is politically difficult, right?
I think that, being the president, it is his job to determine what needs to be done to bring them home. I mean, he's our commander-in-chief. It is his duty to bring Americans home who are wrongfully detained. However he needs to do that, I will leave that up to him to determine it. But at the end of the day, they belong here with us. And I think this is a humanitarian issue, and it should be separate from policy and politics. And we need to put patriotism before the politics and make those difficult decisions, as we saw him make with Brittany Griner, to do what he needs to do to bring them home to their home country.
Yeah, it was a difficult decision to give up Victor Bout. There were people in the Justice Department and intelligence who were not happy about that. They spent a lot of time tracking him down and getting him here. Is there someone that you know of in an Iranian that could be swapped for your dad?
No, I don't. And again, I think it's the president's job to determine what the channels and means are to make sure that they get home. But even if it's a difficult decision, at the end of the day, Siamak, Ahmad, my father, my mother, they are Americans and they belong here, and he needs to bring them home.
Hannah and Ariana, what do you want from the White House? Do you want a meeting?
I mean, we would love to meet with the president. We have been asking for a meeting with him for quite some time because at the end of the day, yes, he is the one that will make that decision. And I just want to sit down with him and tell him about our dad, tell him about our pain, and that this is really an urgent matter. I mean, we saw it with the fire in Evin. Like, there is no time to wait. We don't know what's going to happen to them today, tomorrow. He could have died, and their lives are not just sitting around until it's politically convenient for the White House to make this decision. It needs to happen urgently, and I would really just emphasize that to the president. And I know he's an empathetic, amazing person. He is a father, a son, a husband as well, so he understands our pain, and I just would love to say that to him in person.
Well, and Evin, of course, is the notorious prison. Are your fathers in the same prison, in Evin prison?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, Hannah, Ariana, Tara, we're so grateful to you for coming and sharing
Thank you for
your
having us on the show
situation.
and covering the story.
And we will stay on this story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commitment.